Hey everyone, Fierce Toast here, welcome back to another Hytale video. If you've been keeping up with Hytale news, you probably know about the new set of tools that the devs have been teasing with the new postcards from Orbis, which the Hytale Info subreddit has dubbed the Heavenly Set. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at this toolset, crafting a theory or two on their purpose within the game, and what they may mean for Hytale's combat and progression system as a whole. If you enjoy, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing. Also, I just discovered that Brudicat has a YouTube channel, so you should definitely go subscribe to him because he deserves it for all the work he's been doing on Hytale recently. Link in the description. With that said, I'm Fierce Toast. Let's get into it. So first off, we'll be looking at what we know about the toolset so far. Well, one very interesting detail that I have noticed is what items are actually in the set. Take a look at the tools we've seen so far. Sword, staff, bow, axe, and shield. What's something you notice about all of these? They're all weapons, or at the very least, combat related. We haven't seen any shovels, pickaxes, hoes, or hatchets. Only weapons. This gives me the feeling that this may not be a tool set at all, rather a weapon set. Apart from that, we really don't know much about this set other than the designs, which neatly segues us into the question of what will these weapons actually do. Well, from their designs we can tell a couple things. 1. They'll probably be linked to Gaia and Numthrusl in some way. How do we know this? Well, the weapons all give off a heavenly Olympian vibe, as many in the subreddit have pointed out. This is similar to the designs of the buildings seen on Numthrusl. They also contain markings of the wind symbol, which also links them to Numthrusl's swirling winds. In addition to this, on Twitter, Visky Jam commented on a postcard, "That bow looks like it's made out of cloud metal or something," to which Noxy responded, "Takes note of name." This implies, from no less than the head developer of the game, Noxy Woxy himself, that these weapons will indeed be linked to clouds or wind. This gives us something to work with when we're actually trying to figure out what the Heavenly Set will do. If they do indeed go with their heavenly route with the weapons, it would make sense to make their abilities a counterpart to the pre-existing demonic set. Way back in 2018, we got a blog post talking about Hytale's GUI and when showing off some tooltips, it used the demonic axe as an example. It reads, "Consume the soul of your dead enemies, increasing your attack damage for a limited time. Some of the damage is reflected back at you." I think a good way for this to work is for it to give you a healing effect, but lower your attack damage for every enemy you kill. However, another interesting theory on how it could work is that its powers would be linked to wind. The symbols engraved on it are reminiscent of the wind symbols after all, and Noxy did say he liked the sound of cloud metal, so this is a fairly likely option. A way I could see this working is every time you hit an enemy, it has a 30% chance of dealing a knockback effect to all entities within a certain radius with like a wind magic or something. Say you're in a dungeon and surrounded by skeletons on low health, you could knock them all away with one swing of your sword. The same could be said for the bow. It could have a chance of dealing knockback when you hit something, and the shield when it is actually hit by an enemy. Anyway, I don't know which of these ideas I like better, so be sure to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, or the poll that should come up when you click on the icon in the top right hand corner, or maybe I'm just too lazy to put that there. Now, we will be talking about how this feature will affect PvP and the tier system in Hytale as a whole. Well, this does confirm a lot of things. For one, it confirms what I would like to call specialist tiers. These are tiers of weapons with specific powers and drawbacks. Like, you have the basic weapons like copper axes, thorium swords, and cobalt daggers, but you also have things like silver steel blades and the demonic weapon set. This set of weapons pretty much confirms that these aren't just separate tool tiers, rather just separate classes of weapons, which I'll be calling specialist tiers. It also confirms that shields will not be restricted to iron, copper, stone, thorium, and cobalt tiers like I would have once assumed, but will rather branch out into these specialist tiers. Demonic shield, anyone? This also confirms two other things. 1. Bows will have tiers, and 2. Specialist tier bows will be a thing, so yes, you will get to use a demonic bow within Hytale. And finally, we'll be talking about how you will actually get these weapons within the game. One way I think it could work is that it is a reward for exploring Numdristle. However, that probably won't happen considering the fact that Numdristle appears to be pretty mid to late game, and the player in this image has an angelic sword and a copper helmet. Also, it can't be linked to Zone 2, as this dungeon is likely going to be found in Zone 1 considering the green crystals, so that's not where it'll come from. In my opinion, the most likely opinion is for it to be simply a craftable item. Don't ask me about the recipe because I've got nothing. Maybe we'll get some cloud metal or something. I don't know. With that said, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. But until next time, I've been Fierce Toast. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.